The endocrine system. The endocrine system exerts chemical control over the human body by maintaining its internal environment. Probably the most dramatic changes that we see are those changes that occur when boys and girls reach puberty. Each develops striking changes in their physical appearances. Adenology. Adenology is the study of glands. We studied the 3 classifications of glands in Anatomy 1. Let's see what we remember. What type of tissue helps form glands? Glandular epithelial tissue. What are the 3 classifications of glands? Exocrine, endocrine, and heterocrine. What is an exocrine gland? Glands that secrete their products into the ducts that carry their secretions into the body cavities, onto the surface of the skin or the lumen of a hollow organ. What is a lumen? It's the cavity or channel within a tube or tubular organ. Name 2 examples of a lumen. The lumen of blood vessels through which blood flows, and the lumen of the heart chambers. Name examples of exocrine secretions: sweat, oil, earwax, saliva, digestive enzymes. Give an example of an exocrine gland: sweat glands, oil glands, salivary glands. What is an endocrine gland? Glands that have no ducts and secrete their products directly into the bloodstream. What do endocrine glands secrete? Hormones. What is a heterocrine gland? A gland that contains both an exocrine portion and an endocrine portion. What is an example of a heterocrine gland? The pancreas. What does the pancreas secrete? Both digestive enzymes and insulin. What is the name of the endocrine portion of the pancreas? Islets of Langerhans, which are also known as the pancreatic islets. Now that we had a quick review of the 3 classifications of glands, let's now define the term hormone. A hormone is a protein that is produced in the body and has a regulatory effect on it. It actually is produced in one part of the body, but regulates the activity of cells in other parts of the body. Hormones are released by the following: signals from the nervous system, chemical changes in the blood, and other hormones. In pathology 2, you're going to see what happens when you have either too little, which is a hyposecretion, or too much hypersecretion of the various hormones. The pituitary gland. Pituitary gland, or the master gland, is also known as the hypophysis. It is a small gland about the size of a pea and is located in the sella turcica of the sphenoid bone. It has 2 lobes, a larger anterior lobe and a small posterior lobe. The anterior lobe secretes about 9 different hormones. Don't get excited, we're only going to be responsible for one of them, the growth hormone. The growth hormone does what the name suggests. It controls growth, and here's how. It affects the cells of the body and contributes to protein synthesis and growth. It is responsible for the rate at which amino acids enter the cells of the body and are built up into proteins, thus promoting normal growth. In simpler terms, it stimulates the cell metabolism in most tissues of the body, causing them to divide and increase in size. It increases protein synthesis and the breakdown of fats and carbohydrates. It stimulates the growth of bones and muscles. The posterior lobe of the pituitary gland secretes the antidiuretic hormone, ADH, also known as vasopressin. It maintains the body's water balance by promoting increased water reabsorption in the tubules of the kidneys, resulting in less water in the urine. If too much ADH is secreted, it can cause constriction of the blood vessels, hence the name vasopressin. A deficiency in ADH can lead to a condition known as diabetes insipidus. Do not confuse this with sugar diabetes or diabetes mellitus of the pancreas. Individuals with this condition will eliminate too much water, about 20 to 30 liters or quarts of urine daily. They become severely hydrated, they lose electrolytes, which results in abnormal nerve and cardiac muscle tissue.